New poll about politics. Pretty early. The mayoral polling is not going to matter until the end of September. This is Siena College up by Albany. Decent poll. But Hochul, the governor, is up for re-election in 26. And a lot about her. So do you approve or disapprove of the job Kathy Hochul is doing as governor? Approve 53, disapprove 42. I do not believe that is true. I don't believe 53% of New Yorkers approve of the job she's doing. And I'll back it up. Okay? The backup is if Kathy Hochul runs for re-election in 26, would you vote for her or someone else? For her, 35, someone else, 53. So, come on. Come on, Siena. If 53% approve of governor, why would only 35% vote for her again? Hello? How are you? No sense. State has the highest taxes in the union. Everybody knows that. Crazy mayoral candidate, Mandani in New York, will collapse the city. Hochul hasn't endorsed him, but Hochul hasn't condemned him. Okay? We have traffic like no one else on earth has traffic. Can't get a handle on it. It is a hard state in which to live. And we don't see any criminal justice reform from Kathy Hochul. All right, we got violent people running around all over the place. Does she care? Doesn't seem so. Now, there is one thing here. There's another question. Do you have a favorable or unfavorable opinion of Hochul? Favorable 42, unfavorable 44. I think that's because she comes across as nice, at least, compared to Andrew Cuomo's Darth Vader, with the big black hat on. Darth Vader. And Hochul comes across as, hey, look, I'm just a regular person, and I think she is. I've spoken to her a few times. I don't think she's some dastardly politician. I don't think she's miscourageous, but I think she, sees herself as a progressive who's doing good, all of that kind of stuff. Homeowners, when is the last time you checked on your home title? If your answer is never, then this is for you. Scammers are stealing titles, and your equity is a target. Criminals forge your signature. Just like that, your home title can be transferred out of your name. That's why I partnered up with Home Title Lock, so you can find out today if you're already a victim. Please use my promo code BILL at HometitleLock.com, and you'll get a free title history report. Plus, you will get a free trial of their $1 million triple lock protection. That's 24/7 monitoring of your title, urgent alerts of any changes, and if fraud does happen, they'll spend up to $1 million to fix it. That's HometitleLock.com, promo code BILL. Final question, Elise Stefanik, Congresswoman, Republican, coming up, got 31%, Hochul 45, year and a half away. She could make some noise, Stefanik. She could. Decent debater, pretty sharp view of life, in my opinion. So she could do some damage, I think. Remember, Lee Zeldin, not exactly Mr. Charisma, almost beat Hochul. And the only reason he didn't was African Americans in New York City came out, I think it was 8-1, 9-1 for Hochul. And if that you take that vote away, Hochul, Zeldin beats her. Now, you got the same thing with Elise Stefanik. She'd have to go into those precincts. The way to do that is through the churches, the black churches in New York City, and convince these people that she's not trying to hurt them, that she wants to help them. You got to, if you're a Republican running as Hochul, you got to do that, because New York City is primarily where the votes are. So Long Island and upstate New York, most of it, not Buffalo or Rochester, but the rest of it, as they're red. They don't want this progressive madness anymore. But New York City's minority vote overwhelms that. And that's what we're seeing in the mayoral race, too. And I think that something's got to happen between Adams and Cuomo. And you would think with the polling that Adams would hang it up, that drop out, and then the people that support him, that are between 15 and 20%, would go to Cuomo and he'd beat Mandami. That's what I think is possible. I'm not predicting it, but it's possible. Because at this point, Adams has no hope. Even with good improving crime statistics, he doesn't have a lot of hope. People aren't buying him. And there's a number of reasons for that.